Hello, and welcome to the other side of the kitchen table. We're about the tiles from the toilet bowl, and guess what? We're cooking
Again.
for
the second time today.
So, this is her stuffed chicken, and I will leave you in the capable hands of Pandora for a moment.
Pandora again. Right.
Pandora, Katie, what's it?
What's it? So I've done the prepping. I've just microwave defrosted the chicken. So it's in the bowl here. This is, it looks like body parts. It's not. It's peppers. So you got the mixed peppers that we bought with the shopping haul. Huh?
Nothing.
What did you say?
Body parts.
Yeah, body parts. It's basically garlic, onion, peppers, and that's it.
Let me put some of those. It's a medium onion.
Half of a medium onion.
Half of medium onion. Half of red pepper.
No, full red pepper. Small one.
A small red pepper.
Mixed peppers.
How much mixed peppers?
I think it was 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons, that's 2 ounces of mixed peppers, the frozen mixed peppers that have been defrosted. And then she's washed the whole lot in a blender.
And 3 cloves of garlic.
And 3 cloves of garlic. The whole lot have been squished together in a blender. If you don't have a blender, do not panic. It's just a lot of chopping.
But you need to chop it.
You need to chop it as finely as you can.
Because, I mean, that
is very fine.
Is what you need. You also need some mushrooms. Chopped.
Sliced mushrooms.
Yeah, not chopped, sliced. Some grated cheese, which is this.
How much grated cheese is there?
I don't know.
I'd say it was about 5-6 ounces.
And you need some bacon. The bacon is over there. So I'm going to grab that right now because I don't need that.
And the mushrooms, there was about 4 good sized mushrooms there.
There's 5.
5 good sized.
But we're only doing 2 bits of chicken today, so.
Yeah, we're doing 2 chicken breasts.
So that's cold.
Obviously, you order the amounts accordingly.
Yeah, so if you're doing more, obviously use more. Right, so you get your chicken.
Chicken booby!
You don't slice it or anything. Well, you do need to slice it, but you don't slice it all the way through. So you cut it, but don't cut it all the way through. So you need to leave like about 1 centimetre. It's not cut. I'll show you this in a second when it's done.
That's around about half.
Right, so it's not done all the way through, so it should look something like that. So you've got the little lines in it. Cuts, not lines. So you get your mixed mixture, and just scoop it out. I've got a like tablespoon. It's teaspoon. You squidge it in the slits.
Because you always have to squidge.
You always have to squidge.
I hope you liked our live stream earlier today.
Because there's another one tomorrow.
But we would like some comments for content. I mean, the only suggestion we had was doing a sock puppet show, and we did what we could on that.
Always make sure that you do. A lot of people don't take the pips out of the peppers, but they will give you bellyache. So always make sure that you take out the pips of the peppers.
And always have a de-seeded pepper.
So you grab a baking tray. You don't want a sheet for this, you want a tray because the chicken will leak. So before I put the bacon and that on it, I'm going to just, hold that a minute. I'm just going to put that on the baking sheet and show you what it looks like when it's
not really nice.
Full up. So that's the chicken with all the stuff in it. And then you just grab the mushrooms and you just place them on top of the chicken.
If you're not a great pepper lover, you can use something. You can substitute the peppers for avocado or aubergine.
So when you've laid the mushroom, you can use as many mushrooms as you want. If you can lay more on there, I mean, you can even layer the mushrooms, but it may affect the time of the cooking of the chicken. So
Pepper can be substituted. You don't have to have pepper. You can substitute it for aubergine if you're English, or eggplant if you're American. Or you can stick some aubergine in there. You can stick most vegetables in there actually, really. It doesn't have to be pepper, but
You don't have to put mushrooms on top either, but I choose to because we like mushrooms in this house. Right, so you put the cheese on top. So it was like that. It's becoming more and more covered. And then you get a piece of bacon and you just lay the bacon over the whole lot. So it looks like that.
and then this is probably incredibly fattening. I wouldn't like to say how many calories it's got in it.
Neither would I. So then you get the other bit of chicken, do exactly the same, or however many pieces of chicken you have. I've got hair on my arm, I didn't know that one. Right, so you just again slice, leave about 1 centimetre. Grab the mixture again, and obviously fill.
It does actually smell really nice.
It does, you can really smell the onion in it.
And the garlic.
If you don't eat garlic, you don't have to use garlic, but you know, we love garlic in this house. Leanne knows that. Michelle knows that as well. Most of the cooking we do will be with garlic. Just as a warning, if you don't like garlic.
I mean, we want to be vampires.
It'll never work
I don't
out.
think it'll work.
So again, just fill in the little hole, the little holes, the little lines that you slits that you've done, slits.
Slits, cuts, whatever. Scores, whatever you want to call
And
them.
put that in the baking sheet on tray as well, not a baking sheet 'cause you can't use a sheet 'cause it's too shallow. Get the mushrooms again, and just place them on top. It's not very awkward to do this recipe. It's quite easy, but it looks impressive, doesn't
It
it?
looks impressive, and I think, oh, they've spent hours sliding over an ox stove, but not really.
And to me, presentation isn't anything. You don't, if it tastes alright, that's all that matters. But obviously, some people are like, oh, presentation. I personally say screw presentation, but that's just me.
We always go taste over presentation.
And then again, you get your bacon. Oh no, it's cheese and then bacon. That's not what I'm doing. There's a reason for that. So you just pop that on there like that. Sorry if you can see my arm. I'm just doing the other chicken bit. Alright, so like that. Nice and covered. Get the bacon. Lay the bacon on the top. And then, if you want to, what I do, because I love cheese, is I get more cheese and I just put some more cheese on it over the bacon. To make it more cheesy.
You can actually do this part way through cooking and just put the cheese on it for the last few minutes of cooking. But because we're on a time limit here, because we're actually showing you guys how to do it.
Not that it's a problem or anything, because as long as you can put up with us for about an hour, it's fine. But then again, that's like normal video for us, isn't it? An hour, so.
I'm quite happily eating mushrooms, I'm fine.
Yeah, you do that. So you cover up, well, don't cover up the bacon. You're going to put a good dollop on there. So that's what you should get. So you put that in the oven.
And also, just when you've done that,
180 for 30 minutes. Actually, 200. Actually, yeah.
200, which is...
That's 7.
7. No, I think it's more than that.
7 or 8. Okay. Well, 7 or 8 for... I'm not sure of the exact gas mark, because obviously we don't have a gas... Well, we have a gas cooker, but it's not gas marked. It's more in centigrade. So
Fahrenheit, whatever it is.
yeah, we don't actually know what
And also,
gas point that is.
just a tip, if you've got any of this mixture left over, as we have, get a small tin of plum tomatoes, chop them up finely and stick it in and you've got salsa. Also stick a bit of chilli in there, and that gives salsa.
Or if you want mild sauce, you could just do it like this. Like that, yeah. I mean, we're going to put that in the fridge and probably do toasties with it or something.
Yeah, we can stick it. I've got that clean batter tub up there, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Me
probably
and my
just
recycling.
put this
planet.
in the fridge and have it in a toasty or something. And if you want to know how to do the toasty, I can teach you that as well. It's pretty much the same as tuna melt, but you know.
And because I'm so into saving the planet, that's why we're using an old margarine tub as opposed to Tupperware.
Yes, so I'll do that now actually.
And if you've got a human waste disposal,
As we have.
as we have, you know, who sits there eating them sliced mushrooms.
Do you want to go away too much, Vivi? Please. If you have got a Tupperware tub though, and it's not being used well, just make sure you just give it a wipe up. It's common sense, but just let you know.
I mean, if you give them about 20 minutes, because your boil takes for 20 minutes, then it should all be ready at the same time, roughly. Oh.
Doesn't matter anyway, because I've got a mash of potatoes in that. So that's fine. We have a mash with it, and I'll show you how to do that as well. In just a second. There will be liquid, don't worry about that, it's fine.
Liquid is fine, it's just the juices from the peppers
And the onion
and the onion
and the garlic.
and garlic.
So that's what you get. Doesn't matter, there's a lot in there, but there is actually quite a bit, it's quite heavy. So, and that's the remainder of the mixture that we've got.
I like to call it non-salsa salsa.
So,
Non-salsa salsa.
these are the potatoes. I can't show you. Oops. There you go.
Thanks, yeah.
Sorry.
You got me wet.
Sorry, I just got it on my phone as well. Don't worry. Sorry about that. I was trying to show you the potatoes, but that obviously didn't work.
Just get one out.
I don't want to get one out. No. Hang on. Easy way to do it. They're the potatoes. Sorry about that. Sorry, Mum. I didn't know how much I'd filled up the pot.
I'm going to turn your cushion because it's wet on that side.
Okay. Of course, a bit of drama in the kitchen.
Mayhem.
Mayhem, drama. It's all the same.
I mean, we were saying about how unlucky we are, and you know, at the end of our live stream, the actual light in the kitchen went. That's why it was actually flickering when we were filming. So we had to mess around and change the light, the neon strip, in the light. So we are unlucky.
You put the potatoes on to boil, and then I'm going to talk to you for a little while because that's cooking at the moment. So yeah, you might need to turn the potatoes down, but at the moment I've just started them, so that's fine. Also, if you want to put some of the mixture in the potatoes, you can.
Yeah, you can add it to potatoes. We're not going to do that tonight because we want to save the mixture for tomorrow. You're really going to have to mop down there as well. We're going to save the mixture for toasties tomorrow. But you can put it with potatoes. It's pretty versatile. And like I say, if you really want to, you can stick some chilli in it and stick some tomato in it and have it as salsa. If you're going to do something with a Spanish or Mexican flavour tomorrow, then you could do that. Actually, can you comment? Because if you want to see how to make canary and potato and
Just
flamenco
don't make
chicken,
them like last time. Jeez.
I did it with salt.
Oh yeah.
It was the first attempt. It was the first attempt.
I lost my mouth.
But if you want to know how to do canary and potato done properly and flamenco chicken, then that is like a whole Spanish type dinner.
He's nice.
And
He's nice.
we can demonstrate how to do that. So comment what you want us to do. This is a comment based channel. So please comment. We don't get enough comments on what you want us to do. We get comments, but not what do you want us to do? What do you want to see?
We did the coochie.
Well, if you wanted to dance the cooch, you can ask.
I just did.
Yeah, but they couldn't
You didn't see it, but I did.
Yeah.
Just take my word for it.
You know, it's always, we are comment based. We want your comments. We welcome your comments.
We love your comments.
I mean, even when we were in the middle of a live stream, somebody said they wanted us to video call with them, and she did.
Like I said, if you want a one-to-one with me, Even if I'm in the middle of a video call, go for it. Don't bother me none. Might have bothered you guys some.
You are our little fishes, and the whole idea of this channel is we're trying to make you feel as though you're sitting around the kitchen table with us. We're having a chat, we're preparing food, we're sharing recipes, sharing thoughts and ideas and opinions, and we want your input.
Mhm.
So please,
This is a very versatile channel as well because we cover everything. Didn't you
Yeah.
want to tell people about the masks?
I haven't got one.
Do you want me to go and get you one?
Yes, please. Right, we were talking about masks and coronavirus earlier, and I think we actually were talking about it amongst ourselves and not on the live stream. But we were talking about masks and coronavirus. Now, how many people at home watching now have got a mask that looks like this?
We have.
Most people are wearing these completely wrong. Now, okay, I apologise for this, but when I was demonstrating to Kaylee earlier on how to do
She
it,
pulled it a bit tight.
I pulled it a bit too hard. But I'll show you one. Most people, when they wear a mask, just do that. Wrong, and I had it on the wrong way anyway, so never mind. Hold on, I'll show you the wrong way. That's the wrong way.
Because you've still got the gaps at the sides.
Because you've got a gap. I've got a lot of gaps because I'm holding it in here.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You have a gap either side. Now, the NHS even will tell you how to do this properly, and I'm going to show you now. You get your loop. On the loop, what's if I get it through too? Bear in mind, I do have silence when I'm doing this. You make a small knot right there on your mask. You do that both sides. I can't because I actually broke the mask. You make a small knot either side. Now you will notice that there is a hole. You would think, well, there's a gap. It's going to get in through the hole. You turn the hole inward, so as it looks like that. And then when you put your mask on, it's completely sealed up. You can't, nothing's going to get in there or out of there. I've got breath coming off. Nothing's going to get in or out of there. That is the correct way. That is the way the NHS tell you to do it.
Well, she knows because she's a nurse.
That is the way the NHS do it. Just tie a small knot and that will protect you. I believe there is a video done by the nurses in Scotland, I think it is, on YouTube, and that's the way they tell you to do it. You do a small knot to stop the gaps. So, useful bit of information there if you're interested. And also, it's better to do children's masks that way as well because they've got smaller faces, and obviously they're going to have bigger gaps here. So, a small knot there, and just fold it in. That saves a lot of aggro. So, just thought I'd throw that
Yeah,
out
share
there.
that one there.
Yeah. And also, does anybody else have this issue with masks? They cause breakouts. They are blooming hot in the summer. And
I
if
can't
you've got-
breathe when I've got one on, and I've got to wear one when I go on a plane.
And if you've got glasses, the air from your nose and mouth shoots up here and gets you in the eye. And also, I'm wondering what's going to happen in winter because you're breathing in these things, which causes moisture. That moisture is going to get very cold. And cold, wet,
Big.
yeah. Just makes me wonder. I mean, I would preferably have one of those with the filters like the cyclists wear, but
Not what I've got.
Well, yours is a DIY one.
It doesn't help.
But at the moment,
Still can't breathe in it.
if you've got one of these masks, that's the way to wear it all the time.
I might have to get one of them ones when I go on a plane. I've got to wear it all day. I mean, and Michelle said it's only like an hour and a half on the plane, but I've got to wear it at the airport as well. And I can take it off when I have my coffee.
Yeah, but also you can always, if you really need a reprieve from it,
Alright.
go in the loo. And when you're in the cubicle, you can actually take it off your face for
I
a
got
few
my lip
minutes.
pillow, just...
Yeah, because, I mean, masks, they say wear masks, and I suppose it's a good idea, but
Take my lip pillow with me, it comes everywhere with
it
me.
is uncomfortable. It's not an ideal situation, but the coronavirus hasn't been an ideal situation for anybody, has it? And the Five Finger Death Punch actually referred to it as that a-hole in their video.
Yeah.
So,
But, yeah. Well, and also, when I go away, there will be...
a new presenter.
we'll still be doing it. We'll be, like, on location.
But my stand-in will be doing it.
Michelle.
So you will see what Michelle looks like and what she sounds like. She's hotter than me and she's a lot younger than me, so, you know, I'm hoping we might gain some viewers. But I will be returning when she comes back. And
It's only 6 days.
We'll possibly have Michelle there for those as well. So we'll have someone around the kitchen table as well. But my stand-in will be doing it while they're in Berlin. And my stand-in actually might have more interesting stuff to say than me.
I apologise in advance if I get drunk and try and do a YouTube video.
Don't feel
That'd be
like
funny.
I'm
That'd be funny. It would be funny. But yeah, so that's what's going to be. Are you alright? Got some veg in?
It's not fine.
Okay. Yeah, well, so we'll be doing
I've
some
got a bit of mushroom stuck in my mouth.
some videos there. Me and Michelle. And then when we go to Finland, me and you will be doing some videos. So
But trust me, there will be. It'll still be a duo. It just won't be me.
be the beasties.
The Beasties. I mean, we're the dream team. They're the Beastly team. So
It's still me.
it's still work.
I'll be on this channel if it won't be. Oh, that is looking nice. The cheese is melted all over the baking tray. It's fine. It's meant to happen. It is meant to happen. When you pick it
It's
up,
me who's got to wash it up.
when you pick up the cheese, the chicken, the cheese will just flop it on.
I'll go stringy.
Oh, stringy cheese. We love stringy cheese, don't we?
Yeah, it's like you can knit with it, you know.
We like it. But if you want to have that actually, and you're doing one of them chickens, use mozzarella.
Mozzarella goes more stringy than that. So.
If you want stringy cheese in your chicken, on your chicken, use mozzarella because that will string amazingly.
But the other alternative is add the cheese to the top of it, the top layer of cheese you've done, about 5 minutes before you finish cooking it.
Yeah.
Because that way it will melt, but it won't.
Well, the thing is, I quite like crispy cheese, don't I? And if you put it in at the beginning, you'll get like crispy cheese because it'll get like a coating of crisp on it, which is lovely. If you put it in 5 minutes before, it won't crisp.
And you can make that a little bit less fattening by omitting the bacon and the cheese, and just having the peppers. But where's the fun in that? But that is if you want to cut down on the fat that's in it. Mind you, a lot of the fat is draining off. The cheese is the most fattening thing on it.
As of Monday, I'm going to start doing my exercises. I have to. I have no choice.
If you want to hear about that,
I've got to lose some weight before I go away.
if you want to hear about that, then let us know. Katie will be showing you her legs before we start and at the end.
I want to see them before I start. Ugh.
I know, but it's actually proof.
They're
of the
horrible.
pudding.
They're disgusting.
But this happened before. Kaylee got a bit lax on her workout, and her legs
I was in lockdown.
went a bit floppily,
Floppily.
So
They're fat and lumpy.
We're going to. It's called cellulite, darling.
Yeah.
But she does these certain exercises which actually do make them better. And you can usually see a result in about 2 weeks.
Yes, and I will show you the result.
And you'll be on the journey with her.
Yeah. And the thing is, okay, this is the weirdest thing, right? I am addicted to cherry Coke. Everybody knows this. I make no secret of it because I do.
Yeah, even here, around the kitchen table.
I have sugar in my tea, and I drink an enormous amount of cheese. Eat an enormous amount of cheese.
On the tea.
Yeah. So okay, I don't eat right, but the thing is, I noticed this before. When I was doing my exercises, I lost weight, and I was still eating crap.
And not necessarily. We were actually doing the.
I was still drinking cherry Coke.
Yeah, but she was actually eating Skinnish chicken, which we've got now.
But we was doing 3 meals a day, and it wasn't like we'd have like fried egg on toast for breakfast or boiled eggs. We usually have boiled eggs, but sometimes when you don't want to wait for 4 minutes, you do egg on toast. And I was eating like fried egg on toast with a little bit of oil. You can still eat what you want and lose weight.
But we're talking about eating in moderation, not huge, vast amounts.
Like 2 eggs and 3 slices of toast.
This is bad because we're going to have like this huge feast before we go to bed. Don't do that. And if you eat that last meal
all day, like all night, so
if you eat that last meal about 8 o'clock at night, then you've got time to work that off before you actually go to bed, and then you have your breakfast in the morning.
But we probably won't go to bed tonight, so it's fine.
No.
But the thing is as well, what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say.
It was about exercise and health.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, that's it. They say do it in the morning. Don't do it before bed. That sounds really weird, I know, but I was looking at a thing on YouTube. I always do my...
It must be true if it's on YouTube.
No, shut up. I always do my exercise before bed, don't I?
Mm.
And they say, it's good for the morning, it gets the blood pumping and that. Yeah, it does. But if you do it before bed, then your muscles get time to relax. So I do mine before bed. And it's never done me any harm, has it?
No, I mean, I used to exercise in the morning. But then look at everyone's regular routine.
Yeah, but then again, when you hit the energy, like what is it called? The energy
peak.
No, where it dies. Lag. When you hit the energy lag, you're like, if you do it before bed, you don't get that.
Now, for most people's morning routine, they get up in the morning, get the kids up if they have them.
Slap yourself.
Do breakfast.
That gets your blood pumping.
Hang on, do breakfast for the kids. Do the washing up, clean up the house. Those at work, get ready, put your makeup on, get dressed.
Down.
Get washed.
Get down.
Showered.
Get down.
Or whatever.
No.
And then off to run for the bus or the train or whatever to work.
That was me.
Now, if you don't work and you just want that extra little boost to get you going in the morning, what do you do, Karen?
Slap yourself. That sounds really stupid, I know.
Yeah, just...
When I was working in Lush, hang on, this is the story behind it. They used to call us in for a briefing before work. And they said, okay, so we're going to do our morning routine. It was a routine. It wasn't exercise, it was a routine. So before you go to work or whatever, because you look a bit of an idiot doing this on the train or bus, you just tap yourself like that.
And
all over. It gets the blood pumping.
It'll bring the blood to the surface of the skin.
And it actually does work because I'm feeling a bit more warm now. So
get the blood pumping, which is what you need to do.
But you just literally everywhere, just slap yourself.
So you're exercising in the morning anyway. That's why she exercises at night, because she's your morning routine. Even if you don't work or whatever, you get up in the morning, you drag yourself into the bathroom. I do anyway. You have a wash.
There's another thing as well. If you exercise in the morning, yeah. If you want to do some exercise in the morning, what I suggest you do is go for a jog. That sort of thing. I mean, like something quite high energy.
My normal.
And then you do your normal exercises at night.
My normal morning routine is I crawl into the bathroom. I do the wash, the pits, the bits. Face, neck, the lot, ear holes, yeah. And then after you've done that, you've got to brush your teeth.
Oh, can you smell that?
Yeah. Alright, so you look like you've got rabies, you look like Cujo, who cares?
A lot of people might not know what Cujo is. Horror film about a dog.
And then you have to drag yourself back to the bedroom, get dressed,
Yep.
put
With
your
me.
clothes on. Sometimes you've got to go through everything to find the clothes you want to wear.
Although she thinks I'm weird because I do my makeup before I brush my teeth.
Yeah,
I
lipstick
always
before
have.
they brush your teeth. But you know, you get your clothes on, get yourself downstairs. Then I have to wash up and clean up and tidy up and do all that rubbish, like everybody does. But that is actual exercise.
Yeah.
And then we get the extra exercise.
One
We don't have a washing machine. It's broken at the moment.
more
We
thing.
have to go to the laundrette.
When you've finished with the chicken, wash your hands.
Yeah, always, if you've been handling raw poultry, wash your hands before and after.
Yeah, that I did.
Because
If
that
not,
is,
you're gonna give yourself food poisoning.
you could very easily give yourself food poisoning.
All it takes is that. I mean, I've washed my hands anyway, but
Yeah.
all you have to do is that, and you could
True
die.
story, it was Alan Carr, and he was doing a Christmas show. And Michelle Heaton was on it. Girls Loud, Michelle Heaton, am I right?
No, it was Sarah Harding.
Sarah Harding. And she said the way she does it is she massages the bird before she puts it in the oven at Christmas. So they had some birds there, and Alan Carr did it and went like that. Not thinking. He spent Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day on the loo.
Just remember though, that is a mild case of food poisoning. I've had that kind of food poisoning, but it can get serious and you can die through food poisoning. So just be extra careful because I don't want any of our little fishes dying.
Especially if you're pregnant or you may be pregnant.
Don't do it.
But always with poultry, hygiene is
Key.
key on it.
Just
It's common sense.
be
really.
careful, yeah, because I don't want our little fishies.
I mean, there is an advert on YouTube, and it was shown on TV, and it's the Christmas dinner's revenge, and the bloke gets attacked by a large bird because it hasn't been cooked properly. It is really funny.
But
And
it can, just be careful.
There's a public information.
And it's not just
public information film for how to cook stuff.
it's not
right.
just turniquet. I have to say that because the cats know what it is and they want their Christmas dinner if I say the word. It's not just turniquet. It's chicken, and chicken is like one of the most. That is the main offender, isn't it?
Yeah, but any poultry,
Duck.
duck,
Pheasant. Just be careful.
pheasant,
I said pheasant.
chicken,
I said chicken. I
duck,
said duck. Goose.
goose, poultry, basically, any kind of poultry. Well, any meat, really, because I'm very fussy about meat, and you have to be very...
So it's raw bacon
That's
and
different.
raw sausage meat.
That's me. I wouldn't feed that to you, would I?
No, but I do eat the round off the bacon as well. Just
But,
that's weird.
also, I'm not going to do the cheese and bacon bites. Leanne already knows how to do them.
What do you mean you're not going to do cheese and bacon bites?
Well, I'm going to do them for us, but I'm not going to film it. I'm not going to do cheese and bacon bites because the word it says it in the title.
Sexual swirls. You have to do
Right,
sexual
they're called
swirls.
pinwheels.
They're not, they're sexual swirls.
Now, there are two ways of doing these. You can either do them with barbecue
Oh, it looks
sauce.
so good.
You can either do them with barbecue sauce,
We use
And-
Marmite.
chicken, and cheese. What am I on about chicken? Cheese. Or you can do them with Marmite
How we
and
do.
cheese. Or you can do them with just Marmite, or even just cheese, but they're a bit bland.
We've
aren't they?
had just cheese ones. We've had just Marmite ones.
This is basically puff pastry, done in a pinwheel with the filling, and you will be shown how to do those. Because if I don't make those at Christmas time, I will get killed. So, and Halloween, if anyone wants to know how to make edible spiders, then please leave a comment. Because I don't see much point in doing all this to show you if you're not interested.
And also, a little tip. If I'm not going to be here on Halloween, we have to do it before. I'm going to on 26th of October, so we're going to have to do it before.
Well, we don't know if anyone's going to comment about it.
Anyway, there is some other stuff as well. I'll be giving you some information before I go away. on it. It's basically dips and crisps and stuff that you can use and rename. That you can, like quavers, fleshy bits. You know, you can just that, and you can have
I called them cornflakes.
or anything. Like we'll go through some stuff, and we'll give you some ideas of what to call stuff, or what you can get, like dips. Like you can get, like, what's that dip that I like?
Guacamole.
No, I like guacamole, but it's not. No, the white one with the chives in it.
Are you talking about cheese and chive?
I think so. Anyway, the one that you can get, no, sour cream
Sour cream and chive.
Right, if you get that, you can call that pustules. You know,
And you can always stick a little bit of green food colouring in it to make it look even more disgusting.
and then you call it swamp slime. You know, so we'll be giving you some ideas, some tips before Halloween on what you can do.
And stuffed olives are great for eyeballs.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be here near Halloween. So before the 26th, on one of the videos we did before the 26th, we'll have to do that then. And we'll be giving you the information and telling you what. We might have some here so we can show you.
And wormy hot dogs.
Yeah, like we'll get some crisps and stuff and show you what you can do with them. And
yeah, because we are very big on making disgusting looking food. And when the kids come here for trick or treat, they usually get an edible spider.
We done bobbing apples once, and my mum put, like, it was the water and she put red fruit colour in it. It was bobbing in blood. It was funny when you put your face up because it stained your face. Going around for about 2 days of red faces.
Pretty sick. But you know, there are lots of things you can do, and the pinatas, the horribles.
Yeah, and then jellies as well. And she made jelly and she put, like, fake bugs in it.
Yeah, the little jelly bugs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sweets. But I mean, horribles are great. You can do it with the kids a few weeks before Halloween. It's basically you get a balloon, normal balloon, and you cover it in papier-mâché. And then once it's hardened, you burst the balloon, take it out, paint it up so it looks like an eyeball or a horrible face. And you can hang that, and the kids can bash it until sweets come out of it.
Yeah, you were just about to swear then, wasn't you?
I was going to say bash the hell out of it, actually.
Oh, I thought you were going to say bash something
No.
else out of it.
So, yeah, you can actually do that as pinata, and the kids love it because they've actually made it. So,
Destroy something that you make.
well, they do usually love bashing that.
Alright.
So, yeah, these are all crazy little ideas you can do for Halloween. If you don't trust your children with sticks to hit a pinata,
Wood.
or anything that could be remotely dangerous,
Where's the other glove?
you can always get like little bags or something and hide them in a scrunch up newspaper, put it in a box, hide the little bags in there, and they've got to go through this horrible rubbish, this toxic rubbish for the sweets.
I went to a escape room in Lanzarote and there was this dead body on the floor, and we had to put our finger in its and get its heart out, and its heart was like a half-filled balloon.
Yeah, but then you've got to get a dead body.
It was a mannequin.
Yeah, but not everyone's got a mannequin laying around,
A
don't
doll
they?
then.
Well, you can use a doll, or if your child won't let you cut up their favourite doll, stuffed clothes. You can always get like an old jumper, an old pair of trousers, stitch them together, just stuff them with newspaper or something, and then just make sure you line the bit what's got the incision. Velvet's usually pretty good, because not velvet, satin is usually pretty good because it's a bit slippery, or nylon, and then just use half-filled balloon as a heart or whatever. Yeah, we are pretty grim. We have to be. Right, this is how we do our mash.
Can you get me out the masher?
Not really.
Oh, in the milk.
I'm in a very, very tight spot.
You definitely. I'll use your HG actually. Sorry, just trying to get the masher out of the mash. Alright, so your masher, you've got your potatoes, Actually, I don't trust this
Salt
side.
and pepper.
Hang on a minute. I don't trust that side.
I don't trust the table.
I don't trust that cover because that's got a massive hole in it. It's not in it. I don't trust it because I don't want to knock the tablecloth.
Can't use the chopping board.
It's covered in yuck.
Well, wipe it.
Try and get rid of my work.
This is somebody who usually does the washing up. You know, she don't want to wipe it because that's my job.
Exactly. It's a job now.
Well, I still get to do my job. I've still got to wash it.
It's not actually food touching it. It's just, it doesn't matter. It's not been scrubbed because you put your chicken on it. I can always turn it around the other way. It's fine.
Well, you're not chopping it. You're not putting food directly onto it, are you?
I just said. Bear with me a second. Right, so.
You've got your salt and pepper.
Oh, I'm getting it. Salt. Where's the garlic salt?
Should be in that cupboard there.
Where's the pepper?
It should
Oh,
be
I
over
see.
there.
Hiding from me. Garlic salt. Where is the garlic salt?
It's in a bag and the bag's sort of flapped in it.
Garlic powder. Right. Hello, I'm here. Just about to see me popping over the bowl. Right, so, okay, this is going to sound really disgusting, but you get an egg. That doesn't want to break. There we go. You break the egg into the mash like that.
And the heat of the mash will actually cook the egg, so you're not dealing with anything raw.
Get some butter. We love our butter, don't we? It doesn't. You don't need measurements for this. It's just how much you feel that I'm using that much. Just pop that in there like that. Milk. So I'm using UHT because we haven't got a lot of fresh milk left. But you can use any milk with this, can't
And I
you?
find that UHT tastes that little bit creamier when you're using it in mash when you're using it in cooking. Tastes
Again,
like creamier in coffee.
no measurements. Just pop it in. And when you get your masher, you just mash it. It makes a terrific mess. Kids would love doing this.
If you trust them.
If you trust them. It's only mashing. And I'm going to have to mix that in a bit because, yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a bit sloppy. If you put too much milk oil in it, don't worry.
Because she's just done that.
Yeah. Where's the fork gone? There it is. Just get a fork and just flip it around.
No, really beat it. Do you want me to?
No, I can do it. I'm not incapable.
This
No,
will
it's
put,
going together now.
this will put extra air into the mash as well as making it very smooth and creamy.
See? Done.
If you want to make mash and you want to make it that little bit special,
Right.
you can always use cream instead of milk.
So that's your mash. That's your bland
Salt.
mash. Hang on a minute. If you want to make it special, this is my special mash, isn't it? You should always put salt and pepper in anyway. Again, doesn't matter about measurements for this. Stick your salt and pepper in it.
Just don't be overly generous.
Pepper's down my throat. Don't stand over the bowl when you're doing it, because you will choke just like I just did. So just mix that in like that. So it looks like that. Still doesn't look great. Then you get your garlic powder. I suggest you use powder instead of garlic salt because if you use garlic salt, it's going to taste way too salty. And
Especially if you use the table salt as well,
Yeah.
and it's gonna.
And I always use table salt in it because it just makes it. It's not bland then. So you just do that. Just put as much as you want in.
Well, you don't want to overdo it.
You know, but you want it to taste.
But
like
we
garlic.
really love garlic in this house, so
I just got that down my throat as well. What is it? Everything's trying to kill me tonight.
don't inhale.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't mean hold your breath. I mean don't inhale over the bowl.
And then you get your cheese from earlier on. Put that in there as well. You don't have to do this, but
You can actually even add leek to it if you want to, because it'll give it that.
you can put anything in the mash.
It'll give it that oniony taste without half killing you.
I don't understand people that just have normal plain bland mash.
Well, we put mixed vegetables in it. We put sweet corn in it sometimes.
You know what my favourite thing is actually? It's so simple to do. It's mash with vegetables. I love that. And that is actually really good for you as well. As long as you're not putting butter and milk and everything
It's
in it.
basically mashed potato. You mash it up like that, and then you don't have to put milk and everything in it. And then you just stick a couple of handfuls of mixed veg in there.
That was more garlic.
And Katie loves it.
I do.
And because you're not putting
It's actually Jamaican, that thing, isn't it?
southern states.
Yeah.
And I know the Africans do it and they call it gathari.
Love it. Very garlicky.
Very garlicky, but then
That's that.
that's what we like in.
I'm not saying. Oh, that's that. I'm not saying that you need to like kill yourself with garlic if you don't like
And that
garlic.
has taken, what, 20 minutes?
Don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a long dinner. It's not a long dinner. It's not a. Doesn't take a long time to do. I'm gonna sneeze.
The preparation actually takes longer than the cooking.
And that's why I prepped it all before I started recording, because I thought me chopping up stuff, me putting it in the blender, and that's not very interesting. So I thought I'd prep it beforehand. I'm going to serve it and I'm going to show you it, but my mum's going to keep talking to you while I do that.
Yeah. But as I say, this is a very simple weekday dinner. I mean, if you don't want to mess around with loads
There's
of
a lot of
preparation.
washing up though.
Most people, when they're cooking, wash up as they go. I do. But Kaylee just leaves it all for me.
Yeah.
So. But if you've got a dishwasher or children that wash the dishes, then it's
She
okay.
doesn't have a child that washes the dishes because I refuse to do it.
Yeah, I don't have a dishwasher. I had a child thinking it'd be an errand, run to the shop for me to get errands and to do the odd bit of washing up and that, and she does none of that, so.
I do other stuff though.
She started cooking it of late because my eyesight has got so bad. But she doesn't do all the cooking.
I'm doing a good portion of it though.
You take a good turn at it, yeah. But she doesn't do all of it.
Some kids don't do that.
Some kids can't cook.
Exactly.
But I was determined if she was going to be a model, she wasn't going to be a useless model, yeah. She wasn't going to be a complete airhead.
Oh, God, it just attacked me.
Because I was watching
Sorry if everyone just saw my bum.
I think you're too low down. I was watching GMTV a couple of weeks ago, and Piers Morgan was talking to someone on there who was a self-confessed millennial. And he said, if I had chicken, how would you prepare it? And she couldn't answer the question. She went, your Instagram is terrible. Well, I'm sorry, I think what you're going to put in your mouth to survive is more important than what your Instagram looks like.
I don't understand millennials.
You actually are in the age group to be a millennial.
But I'm not, because I'm actually useful.
Yeah, I don't really understand millennials. I don't understand that they can be that useless and be alive. But
Another thing, right, this is going to sound really disgusting, but you've got these germaphobes out there, and they don't like germs, but they'll have sex and have children. Do they not know how many germs they put in their body by having sex?
quite a few.
Mum, you're a nurse, you know exactly how many they're putting in their body.
I'm a nurse, I'm not a doctor.
You still know.
But, I mean, it's not a very pleasant act, is it? It's swapping bodily fluids and sweat. It's not actually the nicest thing.
Sweat, exactly. What does sweat contain? Oh, bacteria!
It may feel nice, but I don't know, I've
It lasts
forgotten.
for 3 minutes.
Well, some people last longer than 3 minutes, but not much longer than that.
What I'm going to say is 10 seconds.
I was watching Criminal Minds, and Rossi, who has been married about 5 times in the show, said you can't have sex solidly for 4 hours.
He really did. Yeah. I was there.
So was I imagining it.
Oh, why would you want to imagine that?
Right, apparently she said that one ex lasted a very long time. I'm sorry, but imagine the chafing.
No, there was a lot of chafing.
Yeah, that's not fun, is it?
No, but that's why I had to tell him to stop.
So, but you can't do it solidly 4 hours. It is impossible.
It was 3 hours, but that's because I told him to stop.
Impossible.
Hmm?
Couldn't have had any feeling, that's all I can say.
I'm looking like John Wayne.
You were, but he wasn't.
No. Oh, was I?
But anyway,
Right.
I said
This is done.
I said we touched sensitive, horrible subjects, and we just did.
This is done. The mash and the chicken. Looks like that. I'm sorry if you're a vegetarian, you don't want to see that, but yeah, that's the gist of it. That's what it looks like when it's not the gist of it. I've got mash on the side of my mouth. That's what it looks like when it's done. So yeah, I'm gonna eat it now because I'm hungry. And we'll
leave this video here because we want our dinner. And this has been Tales from the Toilet Bar. Be kind and considerate. And we will see you tomorrow. Well, we're doing a live stream tomorrow on Instagram.
Yep, at
And
1 p.m. Be
1
there.
p.m.
I'll be square.
And we will see you next time on Tales from the Toilet Bar.
Bye.